You are watching the BRIT Live. I'm Meg McGrady.
I'm Sinead Barton.
And I'm Luke Martin. We're live here from our studio at the BRIT School with the very latest from all around the departments.
On today's show, we'll be looking at the Positive Push Arts Festival 5, which sees the BRIT School host an annual event for performers across London.
Yet again, Janine looked into the individual stars of fashion around the buildings.
I'll be joined by community arts practice students to talk about their upcoming show.
And an amazing live musical performance from Alice Mee-Bishop.
But first, some of the Year 12 music students present a show of entirely their new material in the form of the originals.
I think it really does show diversity of everyone in the year group. I'm not going to lie, I think I was actually feeling most of them. I was just grooving through the whole thing. It's crazy.
That was the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. I really do mean that.
We're now joined by Adele from the Interactive Digital Design Department, or IDD, to us, who has got a brand new iPad Pro that Apple has given to the school. What are you going to be doing throughout the show?
I'm going to be sketching the presenters on the iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil.
And what's it been like working with new technology from Apple, with, of course, Tim Cook, the CEO, visiting the school recently?
It's been really, really awesome, actually, because the technology is completely up to date. So we're now working on industry standard stuff. And Tim Cook was actually a really, really nice guy, and he was really nice to talk to. So actually, I think all of us as a department are really grateful that we've been given all this equipment, because it means that we can all go a lot further in what we're doing.
That's great.
That's great, thank you so much. But now we have the Positive Push Arts Festival, which is an annual event organised by the BRIT School involving schools, communities and art institutions around London. Each devises a piece, and then they're all put together to create a group performance.
This year is the school's
Love the BRIT School, I think it's fantastic.
Is there anything about the show that you enjoyed the most?
Watching my daughter perform. But no, I loved it all. I loved the diversity, I loved the singing, loved the dancing. The sound was brilliant. The sound was really good, very professional.
I liked everything really. I just like, especially like the dancing and the dancers. They were like very good for the, especially the young ones for their age.
Well, I think it's quite amazing, and I feel like I want to come here when I'm in Year 9. I thought it was fantastic to see the facilities today and to have so many different dance groups performing, particularly the disability dance groups.
Is there any point of it that you think really shone?
I think just the range of dancers that were performing really tonight, and different acts.
This is the 5th year of the festival so far.
How do you think it's improved since the first time it was shown?
I don't know if it has improved, it just changes every time. Each incarnation of the performance has got loads of brilliant things about it, loads of little problems, but we just smooth it through. The mistakes that we have made even better positives.
What do you think was the best aspect of this year's in particular?
Personally, the best aspect is seeing some of the special needs groups performing on stage. When I see those guys on stage and being so beautifully supported by the audience, it just really pleases me.
Yeah. And one last question, pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza, yeah, I love a Hawaiian.
Some amazing submissions there from people ranging from 11 to 19. Can you believe it?
No, that's just amazing, mind-blowing. Also, this year's Career Day took place on March the 22nd. Students from in and out of BRIT School joined ex-students and other professionals to take a look at how they can shape their own futures.
Here's Joe with more.
It's Careers Day here at the BRIT School, where students get the chance to meet creative industry professionals and alumni to get some inspiration and top tips for what to do after leaving the school. The international singer-songwriter, composer and former BRIT student Imogen Heap is just one of today's many special guests giving a presentation in the Obi Theatre. Why is technology so important in today's music industry?
Well, technology is important non-stop because it affects everything that we do. You are holding a microphone, you are holding a camera, we are going out onto the web. It's in every single thing that we do, and so it doesn't just affect me as a musician, but it affects me as my way of life. So for me, developing these gloves with a team called Mee gloves, it's about wanting to have a better way to interact with the software and the tools that I want to use to make music with. But that's also doesn't just restrict me. I also would like to not have to do emails in the way I do them. I would also like to not have to be sat in front of a laptop when I want to present an idea. I want to be able to be, movement and free and use my whole body and be able to just be more human.
The purpose of Careers Day is to help all of the Year 12 students start thinking about what it is that they might want to do once they leave school, to start considering all their different options. And what we really hope to do is to expose students to different career ideas that they might not have considered, to find out about people's career paths, and also take part in workshops that will give them a real insight in what it's like to work in this particular career, what it's like to study a certain subject at university, and really just to open their eyes to all the different possibilities when they leave school.
When I finished BRIT, I went to Ravensbourne Uni. I did the editing and post-production course there. It was really good. Learned definitely a lot of the skills that I needed to go into work afterwards. Then towards the end I managed to get onto Doctor Strange, the Marvel movie. Worked on that for 9 months. Initially came on as just to help out with previs edits and in Premiere, things like that. Went quite well, so they moved me into an Avid suite, and I was the assistant visual effects editor on that. And that was 9 months total.
That's very professional.
Thank you. That sounds good. Today we've heard from some very inspirational and successful people who have given up their time to speak to BRIT students and hopefully make a difference in their careers.
I really enjoyed Careers Day. We're now joined by Kira Nicole and Bola Akaju from the Community Arts Practice Strand. Welcome. You've got a big show coming up soon. What can you tell us about it?
Well, it consists of 25 pieces with 25 students, and as this is the 25th year for BRIT, it all kind of adds up together. It's a mixture of performing arts, dancing, singing and acting, but a mixture with a little twist. Yeah.
Like some sign language, some mime, some physical theatre, some spoken word. We've just got it all in there.
That's great. How diverse are the groups you've been working with?
Very diverse. So we work with children, disabled children, elderly, disabled adults, deaf children, schools. Everyone. Basically.
The BRIT Silver Festival will include workshops from some alumni. What more can you tell us about that?
Well, the workshops are going to consists of us working with previous people that we've worked with before, which includes different charities, primary schools. We love children in our course, so primary schools are a little bit lunatic, but we end up enjoying it very much. It will consist of even like a tea party for people, and for people that we've worked with that we really appreciate as well.
Now can you tell us where we can get tickets to your performance, when you'll be performing and what to expect?
You can get tickets on the BRIT School website. You can also get it from the box office downstairs. You can. It's next week, Wednesday to Friday, in the evening and in the afternoon. So yeah.
Thank you for coming, and we'll see you next month.
I definitely can't wait to come. So last month, the Film and Media Production Department were visited by the director and cast of Brash Young Turks, a 2016 coming-of-age British crime film.
Set in stylised and dynamic London, Brash Young Turks follows the interlinking stories of young Londoners dreaming of making it big and wading through oppression, greed and adversity.
The film won Best UK Movie winner at the 10th Movie, Video and Screen Awards in 2016. They hosted a Q&A session after a screening of the film, and we caught the actors and the director for a quick chat.
So first of all, what inspired you to sort of get involved with this film and creating it?
Well, at a time when I, did get pursued by Naeem, I was kind of an aspiring actor, so, at that stage, any role would have been perfect for me. But to be honest with you, I kind of got a sense of who Naeem was, the director, when I worked on a short film prior to that, and he was a very passionate director, someone that had big ambitions, big dreams. They weren't just a generic, I want to make a film like this, and, it's going to be the back of that. It was kind of very aspirational, very, ambitious. That's the word I'm looking for, very ambitious. And for me, I'm very ambitious myself, so I wanted to kind of partner up with someone that's going to push me and do something grand.
If you could just sign your soul over to us. What was the most challenging part of making this film?
Most challenging part, I think my concentration. I had to really work at that because it's long shoots and you're stopping and starting, so you have to be in that character. So what I did for myself is I did a lot of yoga, a bit of meditating, trying to ground myself, trying to make my concentration a bit be more focused, so that when he says rolling, action, you're there.
What would you say was the most challenging part of creating the film?
I would say the most challenging part, I think, it's managing the whole thing. It's not necessarily the creative side, and the challenge of managing, there's about 300 cast in there, there's 50 locations, there's so many people to deal with, and managing all those actors and people and different egos, different personalities, and getting them to all come together sometimes is a big challenge.
Must have been a really bright sunny day to wear glasses indoors. Perfect to watch a film.
Right, so we need more words to describe what we're expecting from today's fashion segment.
I'm hoping for some jangle and bangles.
Okay guys, welcome back to the Style segment. My name is Janine and we're going to be going around school today asking people what are their top 3 style essentials, like go-to items. I remember last time we asked everyone what was their inspiration, so we're just going to change it up a bit. What are your top 3 style essentials, your go-to items kind of thing?
It's always trousers with the ankles on show.
Yeah.
High-waisted, well, I try to be. Something with a turtleneck.
Yeah.
And always some trainers.
Yeah.
Some trainers and a good bag.
Yeah. What's your inspiration? How do you answer quickly?
Being broke. Yeah, that's my inspiration. All of this,
honestly,
is second-hand. Charity shop, £7 online. £7 online.
Honestly.
And, well, those were a gift. And £3.50 in the charity shop. It's all about being broke. When you're broke, you can be creative.
Is that kind of life?
Yeah.
So what are your top 3 style essentials?
Well, I'd have to say it would be my collection of flowery and oriental shirts. All of my collection of flared jeans and corduroy trousers. And shoes, of course.
Yeah. What's your inspiration? I like this jacket, I've seen it. a few times on you.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. So I want to know, like, where'd you get it from? What's your inspiration?
Well, I take inspiration from a lot of musicians like Frank Zappa, Steve Vai, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, people like that. You know, quite flamboyant people, quite feminine people, which is always a nice touch to add to things, I guess.
So what are like your top 3 like style essentials?
I would have to say ripped jeans, bomber jacket, and a good pair of trainers.
Yeah, what kind of trainers?
TNs.
Are you Nike or Adidas though?
Nike.
So what's like your top 3 like style essentials, like your go-to kind of items?
I like Oriental stuff.
Yeah.
And I like stuff from like hippie era 60s stuff.
Yeah.
And I like, it's like early 2000s like cybergoth stuff.
Yeah. What do you look for, like the essential items? Like what's important?
I suppose it depends on what I'm feeling on
that
day.
day. Oh, okay. What are like your top 3 like style essentials? When
See,
you're getting...
when you say top 3 style essentials, it really depends on what the situation is. So, for example, if you're going out, I think what is essential is to be smart, right?
When you're going out?
When you're going out. Well, I'm talking out, not out with the boys, like out, yeah? So if you're going out, what annoys me nowadays, if people go to a club in a t-shirt, you can't wear a t-shirt. You need to rep, you need a good iron shirt, yeah? A good iron shirt. Effort has been made on that shirt. Iron your jeans. I'm not talking about lines in the jeans, but I'm talking iron jeans. Got to be skinny though, because baggy jeans are out. Yeah, skinny or slim. None of this baggy. Yeah. And then I'm gonna throw this out there. Wear a jacket, boys. Yeah, boys wear a jacket, girls wear a jacket, but boys wear a jacket. There's nothing that finishes off a shirt as much as a jacket. And there's nothing that feels better. As you're out, your top button's done up, and then as you sit down, you just pop it undone, take a sit down.
Yeah.
That's the style essentials from Dan.
Dan, the man.
You got to smell good as well.
You got to smell good. You know what I mean? If you have a bad haircut, wear a hat. Yeah, that's why I'm wearing a hat.
What are like your top 3 style essentials?
A hat, a baggy shirt, and mum jeans.
Yeah, oversized, isn't it? You like oversized clothing? That's me, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd probably say like an oversized jumper.
Yeah.
Trainers count.
Yeah,
I just like
count,
trainers, like a good pair of trainers.
Yeah.
Probably like something underneath,
Yeah.
like whatever, like a
Or like
colour.
how like you done today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What are like your top 3 like style outfit essentials, like your go-to kind of items?
For me, I like my bomber jackets.
Yeah.
That's my number 1. I like trackies, it's just comfortable.
Yeah. Are you Adidas or Nike?
Adidas.
Yeah. Come on. Nike. Are you Nike? Oh, get out.
Fishnets, I love a good fishnet. Denim jacket,
Yeah,
throw it on
gang,
anything,
gang.
and just baggy top really.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You're so cool, you know. Like I really like your eyeliner.
I know. It's hard to be me. I'm so cool.
Okay, so what are like your top 3 like style essentials?
I love my eyeliner.
Yeah.
I wear that every day. I love my malas. These are Buddhist prayer beads, so I chant with them, and I love the look of them anyway. And I love pink, so yeah, pink like tights, pink jumpers, pink hair, anything. The eyeliner is inspired by Amy Winehouse. I love her. And I don't really have many. Noel Fielding, so I love Noel Fielding's outfits. But other than that, I'm not really. I'm my own person. What can I say?
I like wearing like say my TNs or something. Because they're comfortable. But like say Jordans, you have to curl your toes so they don't crease. And you can't run from ops when you're wearing Jordans. So I wear my TNs because they're stylish and I can also run from ops in my TNs.
They're stylish. Okay, guys. You've been watching the Style segment. I've been Janine. I've been my friends. I'm joking. Keep it locked and stay tuned for this rest of the show.
Stay tuned. What?
Right, were you satisfied?
I didn't hear any jangle and bangles.
We really need some better writers on this show.
Yeah.
Anyways, for World Book Week, the library put together a large display entitled "The Book That Changed My Life," made up of images of BRIT students with their books.
Friday the 31st was Dress Up as Your Favourite Book Character Day. The best creative costumes were judged in the foyer at break time, and some great prizes were won. I personally went as Daisy Buchanan from Great Gatsby.
Did you win?
No.
Right, on Wednesday the 29th, the The Potent Whisperer, a London-based spoken word artist, performed and hosted a spoken word workshop with the students from 1:30 in the Learning Resource Centre.
We've looked at everything and we have chosen a winner. And the winner is...
I attempted.
Okay.
It's a little bit sunshine.
Come forward. All we need is a speech before you can collect your prize.
I'd like to thank my friends.
I'm back to the BRIT School today to deliver a spoken word performance, spoken word pieces at the LRC, and to host an open mic cypher for poets, spoken word artists, rappers, singers, beatboxers, and everything good.
If you live in London, there's two words, most recently, that you would have likely heard more and more frequently. Redevelopment, or otherwise known increasingly as regeneration, which isn't what it seems to be.
So I studied theatre at the BRIT School, which I was very, very lucky to have been able to study here, but very privileged to have been able to study here. From there I became interested in writing scripts. From writing scripts I found indirectly hip-hop. I guess through being in such a creative, artistic environment I found hip-hop and political hip-hop. So I started rapping, started spitting very politically responsive lyrics. And then one time I was at a show and I didn't have my music, so I just spat a cappella, which is effectively spoken word, poetry, performance poetry. And that's where it started with regards to my transition from theatre to rap, making music, to spoken word. And now, ironically, even though I started as a rapper, it's spoken word that I've become most reputed for. So again, my name is Potent Whisper. I'm now going to invite you to come through, touch mic or spit a cappella, whatever you feel to do. It's not going to be a hands up thing, it's just if you want to come through, just come up and then do your thing.
On March 11th, 2017, I was touched without my consent by someone I thought I could trust, a boy 2 years older than me, who got along with everyone, and that's why it was so hard for everyone to believe. He played piano and sang, made friends with anybody, really close with everybody, a smile so soft and rigid at the same time, eyes blank but with this weird sort of energy behind them. He was tall, dark, and not so mysterious, but mysterious enough so that people would get confused at the thought of him doing anything wrong.
It's like a cloud that won't be found. I'm a waking dream, what does it mean? I'm soaked in pride, it can't be seen. And it makes me mean. I'm a genius, I'm a genius, I'm a genius, I'm a genius.
Potent Whisperer has just done an open mic session. So he's done his own material, but he's also he's also got other students to participate as well. So it's all come together a big BRIT spoken word event.
I'm a genius.
Next up, Year 11 music students performed their final major project, BRIT Buster, earlier this month. The students have taken complete control of their performances, from choosing and rehearsing songs to designing costumes and lighting.
Well, let's have a look.
Tonight it's BRIT Buster, where the Year 11s are showcasing some of the very best from Music Strand.
We did a show focusing on different songs from different films. There was lots of different things. There was things like Car Wash, One Way or Another, like loads and loads of different songs.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you.
It's definitely, we have a very supportive ethos in the BRIT School. So when everybody's in the crowd, it's really nice and you feel welcome. I think it's a really good vibe and definitely really supportive.
You seem to have quite a lot of chemistry, which is always good. Like if you have no chemistry, it's just not going to work.
There was no ones where you could see people competing for the spotlight because everyone kind of had it because they were all that good.
like when people are interacting with each other and dancing around, it just looks better. It just sounds better.
Now express yourself. Expressing what I'm pulling capabilities. I'm living the congressional utilities. So I'm blowing the green with how I do this. I get straight, meditate like the Buddhist.
Is it quite competitive, or is it a kind of good, friendly? I don't know.
Oh no, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. No, it's not competitive at all. It's everyone's really friendly and welcoming, and yeah, you kind of all just get along, and you're all kind of rushing around backstage, but yeah, it went alright.
Performance by Year 11 Music. I was at that show and I really enjoyed it, and everyone I spoke to also really enjoyed it. Well, that's it for today's show.
But finally, we please have to welcome Alice Mee-Bishop from Music to perform her own single.
Sits behind the world and lets people push past me. When people push me by, all the stars up in the sky look down and set me free. You never fail to bring me down, and I'm not gonna be forced around. You and I didn't know just what to do. You left me standing alone. You sometimes wanted to be mine, but you didn't care half of the time. You put my heart on the line, my heart on the line, my heart on the line. I don't wanna be that girl who sits around and listens to everything. I'm gonna stand up for myself, and I don't need anybody's help. But without you, my life is incomplete. The strength of you overpowered my heart, and now we're left at the very start. I wasn't safe when I was with you, and I didn't know just what to do. You left me standing alone. You sometimes wanted to be mine, but you didn't care half of the time. You put my heart on the line, my heart on the line, my heart on the line. I pick up the pieces of my heart and put it back together. Why do I keep running back to you? I wasn't safe when I was with you, and I didn't know just what to do. You left me standing alone. You sometimes wanted to be mine, but you didn't care half of the time. You put my heart on the line. I wasn't safe when I was with you, and I didn't know just what to do. You left me standing alone. You sometimes wanted to be mine, but you didn't care half of the time. You put my heart on the line, 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 my heart on the line.
Would you like to come join us?
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. Right, so shall we have a look at what Adele's been drawing. Oh, it's me, everyone.
We'll definitely be posting them under the hashtag BRIT Live.
So thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.